Good morning, and it's day 6 of the 21 Manifestation Day Challenge. So today I'd like to discuss maybe not the most popular subject with some of you, but just hear me out, please, will you? And that's meditation. Now, meditation comes in many forms, but it's basically about relaxing your brain, and that's all. So when you're driving that familiar route that you do so often, and you find that you are quite relaxed, and sometimes you might not even remember how you sort of remember the actual journey itself, that's because you're in a very relaxed state, and that's all we're aiming for in meditation. Now, I'm not advocating that you try and meditate when you're driving, obviously not, but it's just an example. And we can go into a meditative state quite easily when we're doing something that's really repetitive and where our mind just wanders freely, but it's calm. So be aware that it's not always about people sitting cross-legged up the side of a mountain chanting Om. It's not like that at all. So I really do believe in meditation, and I know that my health and everything seems to go a bit awry when I'm not good with my meditation practice, and my manifestation always goes much better when I'm meditating. So for this reason, we're doing the manifestation challenge. So for the manifestation purposes alone, I would advocate try and develop a little practice. Now, a practice can actually be 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be forever and ever. It doesn't have to be big chunks out of your day, and it's just about calming the brain. So if you can find that 5 minutes in the day just to sit quietly, you will find that your mind wanders all over the place. You'll be thinking about what you're cooking for dinner tomorrow. Did you remember to iron those trousers? You need to put petrol in the car. The most random stuff will pop up, and that's because our brains are very overstimulated. And the whole point of meditation is to try and calm that down and stop that incessant chatter. Now, it can be difficult. I'll make no bones about it, to try and calm your brain when you're meditating. You will get random thoughts come in all the time, and it's just about letting them go. Acknowledge it, let it go, and bringing your mind back. But the easiest way for me, and the ones which I advocate to in my client work, is guided meditations. Because when they're guided meditation, and it's very important that you find someone whose voice you actually quite like, because if you don't like their voice, you'll never stick with the meditation. And some people are very practiced at it, and they're beautifully modulated, and they're so nice to listen to. So aim for something that you actually quite enjoy hearing. So a guided meditation is the spoken voice, sometimes with music or sounds like rainwater or a babbling brook or bird song in the background. The voice is very good because it gives your conscious mind something to focus upon, and all you do is follow the voice. So when the voice tells you to close your eyes. When the voice tells you take a deep breath, try and go with the flow and take that deep breath. Just follow that voice. So when you're following the meditation, your brain is, without you even being aware of it, becoming more and more relaxed. And that's all you're aiming for. Now, in the manifestation challenge, I would suggest you listen to some 5 minute, 6 minute, 8 minute, whatever it is, manifestation meditation, because that is the subject that we're talking about this current time. So it needn't be a huge mission. Please don't think you have to do anything fancy or elaborate, but I would suggest you start with the guided meditations, and you will find that they really help you to switch off. Meditation is a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful spiritual tool. It's a wonderful tool for health, because as soon as we meditate, our stress levels go way down, and increased dopamine or whatever the happy serotonin is increased. So it's a really good practice just across the board, but I really like it for manifestation. So at the end of the 21 days, or towards the end, I will be giving a little list of what I consider resources, people that I use, people I followed, and just think about calming your brain down. Don't call it meditation, call it switch off time, relaxing time. It doesn't have to have a oh my God, type of feel to it. But the interesting thing is, when we're driving, like as I mentioned before, from point A to point B, and we're very familiar with that route, and our brains are completely going AWOL as we're driving, that is you then performing unconsciously. Conscious on one level, but unconsciously as well. And what I wanted to also to point out to you today, you have been manifesting all your life. You're just not aware of it. Right now, for years you've been manifesting unconsciously. And manifesting unconsciously really does bring in mixed results and often not the best results, because when we're manifesting from a point of limited beliefs or low vibration, then we're not manifesting in a good way. Now you're learning to manifest on a conscious level. That's hugely important. So be aware that your natural human resistance may pop up all the time during this challenge, and that's pretty normal, but it's your choice, making your intention to actually say, well, I'm not going to listen to that ego-based voice in my head that tells me this is a load of woo-woo, this is rubbish, what are you doing, people will laugh at you. Don't listen to it. The choice is yours. And stating your intention, as I've mentioned over and over, is very, very important. Another little quick point I will say to you is, we've talked about vibration. Please try and be aware on a daily basis of your vibration and what you're emitting, because you're manifesting. Well, you're manifesting the whole time. And that's, for me, that was the eye-opening part, to think. So when I was really miserable and I was depressed, and I was actually seriously clinically depressed, and I was depressed, and I was bringing in so much that I didn't want, because that was the vibration I was emitting. A vibration of hopelessness, a vibration of loss of control, a vibration of fear, a vibration of no hope. Then I wondered why things went wrong for a while. I'll leave it with you. So let's try and get manifesting even more, with more purpose, with more intention, with that clear cut, with the clarity that we've discussed before. So tomorrow is day 7, and tomorrow I'm going to put together a list of what we've covered this week and start maybe bullet pointing it and going over all ground before we move on to the next level. Okay, and please, as I said, if I've had quite a few questions already. I'll try and sort of cover them under one question and answer, but don't hesitate to ask. Bye for now.